Hello, gang, and welcome to WCW Live on WCW.com. Bob Ryder joins me. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Jeremy.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. 1-877 WCW Live. A packed program tonight, Bob.
I can only imagine.
It's kind of filthy animals night tonight.
Is it really?
Yes. Conan called and he requested some more airtime.
Last night wasn't enough.
Apparently not. Disco is going to be here, and Kidman wants airtime too. So apparently a lot going down tonight that we're going to cover on the program.
Wow. So this could be our biggest show this week.
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, but regardless, we have open phone lines at 1-877 WCW Live. How are you today, Bob?
Doing good.
I'm sure we're going to tackle a lot of issues. We'll certainly take a lot of your calls. Packed phone lines already, Bob Ryder. Are you surprised?
Not a bit.
We head to Wichita, Kansas Monday for another edition of WCW Reload 1 hour prior to the program. And, of course, the WCW Live after show, or the Nitro post show, the aftershock of WCW.
The after show?
Yeah, I think so.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, we'll certainly take your calls, and that's the interactive nature of the program, Bob. It allows for conversation, for two-way dialogue.
Feedback.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're all about here. Who would you like to go to first? Would you like to stay here in Atlanta, or would you like to go to Minnie Russo?
Oh, let's do Minnie Russo.
All right, let's go to Minnie Russo. Hello, Minnie Russo.
Hey, yo, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I was wondering, when is James from Kentucky gonna be on Reload?
Probably not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, trying to think. There was a thing on OneWrestling.com about Diamond Dallas Page, something about a buyout or something.
None of your business.
Okay.
All right.
That's still the code word,
That's
huh?
what I'm going to use tonight. I have a feeling
None of your business.
Yep.
He didn't get in as, quite frankly, gimmick there.
Did you?
Oh, not yet.
All right. Do you have anything else?
Still in progress.
Yes. Do you have anything else?
Is Goldberg gonna be leaving anytime soon?
Leaving where?
This company?
Well, on Monday, Vince Russo said on this very program Wednesday night he is going to offer him his release live on TV this Monday. So I guess we'll have to tune into Nitro to see.
Quite frankly, that'll be exciting.
Well, we appreciate that, Minnie Russo. Thank you.
Nice save.
All right. I have a feeling, Bob, when there's things we can't talk about for whatever reason, the phrase I'm going to use...
None of your business.
None of your business. Is that all right?
That works for me.
Has it been approved?
I think it works.
Okay. I have two bits. I have 2 bits of good news for the program to report. 2 bits. Are you ready?
2 bits.
And I'm not talking about 50 cents, Bob.
Okay.
First of all, screening the calls tonight. Bob, you know her, you love her, you can't get enough of her. Let's say, and welcome back to the program, the lovely Amanda Hugginkiss. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, everyone.
Outstanding.
Isn't that great?
That's great.
How are you doing tonight, Bob?
Doing great.
Amanda
Screen those calls good.
Yes, please
Thank
screen
you.
them very carefully, all right? Are you ready for the job you're going to be doing tonight?
I think I am prepared.
All right, are you sure?
She can do it.
I'm 100% guaranteed.
All right, let's see if this confident gal and how she did with our first guest and getting our guest wrangled and on the phone. Billy Kidman, hello.
Hello. Do you guys have any hot news?
We have hot news. First of all, how did Amanda Hugginkiss do?
Great. And you know, every now and then, it's always good to have Amanda Hugginkiss. Wait, I forget it.
That's right. I haven't had Amanda Hugginkiss here in a long time, but tonight I have Amanda Hugginkiss. And
she does a great job.
Yes, she does.
All night long.
All night long.
We
can't get. I love Amanda Hugginkiss all night long. All right, very good. Billy Kidman, hello.
How are you?
Fantastic. Now you're here. Obviously, you have some hot news.
Well, I don't know if it's hot news, but I have an update.
Let's first of all let's get to it. I don't think a lot of the fans know about it, but let's start from the beginning.
A very well kept secret, actually.
Mm-hmm. This last Sunday at New Blood Rising.
Right.
Let's talk about your match a little bit.
Well, the match itself could have definitely been better. I didn't like the strap. That was the first time I ever did a strap match. I thought we had some good ideas that didn't get executed very well, partially because of the strap, because it was so stiff. It wasn't like a normal belt where you can just, twist it a little and it'll unravel. This one, if it ever got twisted up, you had to physically grab it with your other hand and untwist it. It wasn't very easy to unwind. So it made for it getting him in the way a lot. And then the last spot of the match, when I got hung, didn't quite go as planned, and I ended up really getting hung. I was hanging there. I watched that part back. I was probably hanging there for about 20 seconds, 15 of which I was passed out.
You were nearly killed.
Yeah, it was. It was a scary thing watching it.
So what happened? What went wrong?
Well, basically, well, I guess when I was up on the chair and he leaned over, I wasn't as far up on his back as I should have been. And then, so me trying to readjust, the chair slipped out from under me. Tori was supposed to pull the chair, which she did, but the chair fell early, way too early.
Right.
So then I was trying to get my foot on the ropes to push off because I didn't even have my hands underneath the belt. It was basically just choking me. And as I got my foot on the rope, I basically rolled off his back onto the other side. And at that point is basically I made one last effort. I was trying to move my hand around, and then that was it. And
you passed out.
Yeah, I passed out. And then the next thing I remember from watching the tape, after Big Vito came in and made the save, Vito and Shane were squared off. From watching the tape, is the only reason I know this is after I got put down and I guess the air got back into my body, I just stood up and walked right in between them. I had no idea what I was doing, and when I fell back down to the mat is when I came to. And of course, I was lost for a little while there until I realized what was going on.
So obviously,
it was a scary thing.
That's the scariest probably thing that's ever happened to you in the ring. I mean,
yeah,
it's got to be,
without a doubt.
All right. So because we weren't at the pay-per-view, so when this girl came up and said you were hung, I didn't know what to make of it, but apparently that's what she meant.
Actually, that was the first time in my match that I was well hung.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Too well, actually.
It's good that we're making light of this situation of you almost choking to death. But,
right. Yeah.
So what's the outcome of this?
I have a fractured larynx.
The larynx is I'm trying to think who else has had this similar injury that we could kind of compare. I don't think anybody has.
Not that I know of.
It's what is the larynx?
It's right behind the voice box that controls the air intake and out, and in and out. And basically, he said it's fractured. And if I were to do anything, he wants me out for 30 days. He said if I do anything, he doesn't want me doing much. He said I can't even jet ski or anything, so I want to be able to enjoy my little time off I have here. Because he said anything that if I hit it or anything, it'll cut off my windpipe. And
so prognosis.
What?
What are we looking at? Month?
We're looking at about 30 days.
Wow.
I think. Hopefully, I have to go back in a week for another update. But he said at least 1 month, and then he said even if he clears me after a month, which is not guaranteed, he said he doesn't want me doing any sort of throat spots, over the rope or anything like that.
Obviously, that comes as a tough spot to be in. Building up to this match, we were looking at Fall Brawl, another match between the two of you, and a pretty wild match was planned. Obviously, that's going to have to be put on the side now.
Right. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I guess it would depend on my recovery and.
You can't
like
fly,
that.
right?
What's that?
You can't even fly.
No, at least for this week. He didn't even clear me to fly this week. So I go back on the 24th, and that's when I'll get my next update, I guess.
Does it hurt?
It feels basically like strep throat.
Ooh.
But if I turn my head a certain way, I could definitely feel that it's not all the air isn't going in like should be.
Now, when did you actually get the diagnosis? You were actually at the TV tapings this week.
Yeah, I knew it was her. I knew something was wrong. But I wasn't. I just assumed it was just from that. I didn't know, how serious it was. So I worked the match on Monday. On Tuesday, or for the Thunder taping, I just had a run in, and Wednesday we flew all day. Could come back from Canada. I didn't get back home till about 7:30 Wednesday night. So I ended up going to the doctor on Thursday, and basically sprayed some Novocaine in my nose and stuck a camera in my nose down my throat. That wasn't a very pleasant experience.
I can imagine. Wow. So this probably not only was one of the most scariest things in the ring, this has got to be a scary thing for your life. Do you have what does this something like do to you mentally?
Well, it actually, I don't know. Maybe it just hasn't set in yet. It was the first time I was ever choked out at all, so that was kind of just a weird thing. I didn't realize how long I was hanging until I watched the tape. To me, it just seemed like I was out and then I was up again. But a long time went by there, and so it's definitely you don't think when you're out there doing spots, and I actually came up with that spot to do, and you don't really think about the consequences, what could possibly happen, and now I guess basically whenever I come up with a dangerous spot like that again, I'll have. Even if I do go ahead and do it, I will at least have a backup plan to let him know if something's not going right or something like that.
He didn't know. He assumed.
No, he had no idea. His back was turned to me, and because the way we were situated, we were back to back, so he really had no idea.
Wow.
Actually, nobody really did. Everybody,
Well,
because of the strap, you weren't in any position to be able to communicate with him either way.
Right. And I didn't, basically I couldn't really reach back and tap him because I was too busy trying to get my hands in between my neck and the strap. So it's not like I just could have went, oh, excuse me, And I couldn't talk because it had my Adam's apples, where the strap was right around there. But he said the fracture occurred above the Adam's apple, which is why I could still talk. Even though I have a hoarse voice, at least I could talk. He said if it occurred under the Adam's apple, it would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it's certainly a scary situation. Is this the worst? What's the worst injury you've had? Is this it?
This would have to be it, yeah. I mean, I haven't had anything, knock on wood, too serious yet as far as surgeries or anything like that. But this would definitely be the worst so far. Because this goes beyond wrestling as far as life-threatening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got to be a scary situation, and certainly, you got to take the time off. And this is the throat's kind of a weird thing. It's not.
Right.
It's pretty complex, isn't it?
Yeah. He basically said that it should heal on its own, but if it's not going as quick as he'd like, he gave me just some antibiotics just so it doesn't get infected in there, and while it's healing, and so he said I shouldn't need surgery to repair it, but you never know.
And it's too bad because this Monday you were scheduled to win the world title. That's unfortunate. That
actually,
happened.
in a strange turn of events, he cleared me to go to the show.
What's that?
He just cleared me right now to go to the show.
You're
He
feeling
did.
much better now.
Really?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Well, that's unfortunate because instead we're giving the belt to Disco.
Oh my God. Well, then, how about I just quit the business?
Not a bad idea.
You've obviously seen the thick and thin of things here in WCW. Obviously, we're going through another rebuilding time here.
Right.
You're looking at a spot now where you're in the upper mid-card, lower main event now, and I know actually there was talk during the booking meeting before this all happened that elevation of 5 or 6 guys into the main events now is part of the rebuilding process. You were one of them.
Well, that's hot news.
I think that is hot news.
Yes.
What do you think is the future down the road? Look ahead 1 year. Do you see yourself main eventing again, or in the same kind of spot you were with Hogan, just except for somebody else, or where do you see yourself in
well, I think if given the opportunity, I would love to be up there again, but except this time with somebody who work with it, in that same spot and have good matches with and have a good story with. I would think I would love that. That'd be great.
Who right now would be that person?
I would love to have a program right now with Lance Storm.
Yeah. Some great matches there.
Yeah, we worked a few times on the house shows. It was easy. It was fun. Between the two of us, we come up with some good stuff, and that would. Plus, with the Canada thing, is instant crowd reaction. So that's always nice.
Now, after being in Canada, what did you think of the country?
Actually, I thought it was a beautiful country.
Really?
Yes.
The
area we were in Vancouver was nice because I got to go to the electronic arts building, the people that do our video games.
Oh, right.
Yes, and an unbelievable setup they had there. But then the drive from Nitro to Thunder was just unbelievable scenery. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I heard it was nice.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But, of course, I showed up late for Thunder, and I got fined.
Oh, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
One of the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were actually, congratulations.
Did I win?
It only took 1 day.
Yeah. That means, did I win the bet of $500 to pay for my fine?
I don't think so.
Actually, there was one other fine, a guy who showed up 38 minutes late.
Really?
Well,
I was 27 minutes late.
Were you?
Yep.
So technically you were the first to break it.
No, actually, I think somebody else got fined for 15 minutes.
Oh!
I mean business.
You need to, what's wrong with you? You need to be prompt and on time.
Well, if you would have saw that road we had to travel on, nobody should have got fined.
Really?
Oh, it was just all back roads through the mountains, down to single lane, a lot of trucks, couldn't pass,
Oh, boy.
It was just a mess.
Were you driving alone?
Yeah, because Tori had gone home because she was off that day.
So, good thing. Otherwise, it would have been big fines for her.
Right.
What do you think? I'm asking you. I don't know if I should ask this or not. Is that
a great idea, huh?
Yeah. Is that a good idea, you think? Or do you understand why it's being done?
Well, yes, I understand. And if they're going to make rules like that, I mean, that's fine. But, I mean, if people show up 10 minutes late because they took a wrong turn because, maybe they should start giving us directions to the arena then, if they're going to be doing things like that. But, rules are rules, and if we got to show up, that's fine. I think there should be some kind of window as far as, at what point. But then again, you have to say at what point do you actually cut it off and make it happen. But at the same time, as long as, because right away, there's times when we don't get our travel, when our travel's messed up and things like that. But, boy, I'll tell you what, I got a FedEx and a fax both telling me that I got fined the day after. So they were on top of things there. If they could be on top of everything like they're on top of the fines, I think we can get out of trouble fast.
Wow.
Because it says it's coming out of my next paycheck, and it's also going to be interesting to see because I had to pay $1,400 for a plane ticket because the travel screwed up. But it seems to take them months to get the money back to you. But it only takes them a matter of minutes to take it out.
We could go for hours on that.
To be honest, I think what we should do is start instigating more fines, and with the money we save, we could start hiring other talent.
I like that.
A lot of fun.
Start help pick up some of the lost money someplace.
Right. I like that.
All right. Well, Kidman's with us tonight, 1-877-WCW Live. We're going to have a little surprise for you here in a moment. Kidman, a little surprise guest who will be stopping by, hopefully. Amanda Hugginkiss is trying to get the surprise on the phone. How is it coming along, Amanda?
It's not coming so well.
Why is that?
I can't get them on the line.
What's wrong? Where are they?
Apparently not able to be reached by cell phone. So
boy.
I'll stick with it, and I'll get them.
It's not your fault.
Amanda Hugginkiss determined, Bob. You believe that? That's amazing.
Is there anything I could do? Can I help contact this person?
I don't think there's anything anybody can do. It is only a job for Amanda Hugginkiss.
Wow.
Right, and we need Amanda Hugginkiss.
That's a stiff job.
Yes, it is. All right, Amanda, you get back to work. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, doing the Lord's work tonight, Amanda Hugginkiss. Very good. Kidman, let's talk about some of the other things going on in the wrestling world right now. Are you watching any of our competition and what they're doing?
As we speak.
And what is your take on ECW right now?
Actually, I wanted to ask you guys, what is the latest on that situation? Are they definitely got USA or...
Bob, do you have any hot news on that?
No hot news on it. They're still talking, nothing definite. I think the thing with USA is that USA is still waiting to see if their appeal is going to be heard.
Oh, yeah.
To try to throw everything out with the UPN deal with WWF. So anything with ECW is going to have to wait until some kind of decision comes down about their appeal.
What do you think? What would that do for them? Getting USA?
Oh, it'd be huge.
Mm-hmm.
It'd definitely be huge, and it's always great to have competition as far as options. For the guys. Other places to go, other places to develop, things like that. Definitely is good.
Are you how closely do you follow just the kind of the state of the business itself? You've seen upswings and downswings. Actually, you've been pretty much riding the upswing.
Yeah, since I got involved, it's pretty much been an upswing, except for the point now. But I follow. I try to watch everything I can, just because I grew up being a mark anyway, so I'd be watching it regardless. And I still love the business, so I still want to see what's going on. And as far as the behind-the-scenes things, with what happens to each company, I like to know that too, because it's just good to know your business and what's going on behind the scenes and in front of the camera.
You're always big for the hot news.
Oh, I love hot news.
Bob, if there's one thing that Kidman likes, it's hot news.
Absolutely, and he hates hot news kayfabers.
Yes.
Who would
hot news kayfabers I cannot stand.
Who is the hot news kayfaber?
Well, the biggest one of all is Ross Foreman.
Oh, without a doubt, Ross Foreman.
Well, the second biggest now is Jeremy Borash.
Oh, what are you? That's the first I've ever been accused of being a hot news.
You see that? You see what happened there?
Uh-huh.
Ever since you've been going to those booking meetings, you see?
That's right.
Bob, don't you join in on this, Bob Ryder?
Absolutely right.
I've got a real problem with you joining in on this.
I bet you do.
So you're accusing me now of at one point I was probably number one on your hot news list.
Probably number two. Actually, no, at one point you probably were number one, yeah. But you since have flipped way, way down.
Who's number one now?
Probably number one is Mark Madden.
He's a stooge.
No, well, stooge if he must, but he gives off hot news.
Who else is a good hot news giver?
Bob Ryder.
Oh, you turned on me.
That's the answer I was looking for.
Benedict Kidman. That's who you are.
Well, you see what I'm doing here? I'm forcing you to give me hot news.
All right, what do you need?
Well, real hot
what
news.
Do you got?
If it's real hot news, we couldn't possibly give it on the air.
Well, give me anything.
All right, can I have hot news.
What do you got?
I said it on this program already, so I'm not telling tales out of school. Apparently, Disco Inferno has come up with an idea that is so atrocious that Vince Russo, out of anger, is going to actually make him do it. Disco likes to propose just whacked, stupid, just...
I know, I've heard many of them.
Yes.
Dating back to the days before the name Billy Kidman came about,
right.
was the Disco Inferno came up with the name of Bunky Bruner.
He still uses
like that.
He still uses Bunky.
He still uses it, so he should be forced to call himself Bunky Bruner in this angle that he has to do.
Oh, well, this angle that he proposed as a joke is so preposterous, and I informed Bob Ryder of the angle itself.
I actually love the angle.
Do you really?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
It is the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard.
That figures coming from Disco.
So the hot news is he will actually be made to do this angle.
So who did he come up with the idea for?
Himself.
Oh, he came up with it for himself.
Yes. Which is, of course, keeping true with the fact that Disco has never come up with a good idea for himself.
Well, see, the thing is, definitely.
The streak continues.
Also, the thing is that no matter how bad you try to embarrass the Disco Inferno, it will never happen. Just because he's so oblivious to everything that goes on that he just doesn't realize.
He really has no clue.
No, he's clueless. He's the clueless wonder.
All right, can you take some calls with us here? You got some time here? Okay.
I can't do anything.
You're right. What are you going to do?
Exactly.
You're confined to your house.
Yeah, now I'm afraid to even go and get drunk because I'm afraid I'll pass out and hit my throat.
This is the most exciting thing you could be possibly doing tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Ah, amazing.
Why?
What does it say about us? All right, Amanda Hug and Kiss screening our next call. Let's go to Travis. He is in Minnesota. Hello. Travis. Travis. Hello? He's at a football game. Where's he at?
At the live show in Mankato, Minnesota.
Oh, you're at the house show in Mankato.
Yeah.
What's going on, Travis? Travis?
I was supposed to be at that show.
Yep.
Kidman's not there, is he?
What?
How are things going?
Yeah, I'm at the house show.
And what's going on?
The Nitro Girls are out.
Oh.
The Nitro Girls.
How are the...
They was out there.
Are you a female?
Yeah.
Your name's Travis?
No, this is Tom from the chat room.
Oh.
You know
Bob, I'm sorry about yesterday.
Yes. How are things going at the house show?
It just started. It's pretty cool. Awesome.
You're having a good time?
Yeah.
Have you bought
How
any
many people are
merchandise?
there?
Let's ask Bob's question. Have you bought any merchandise yet?
Yeah.
What
We
did you
have a Slapnuts t-shirt.
A Slapnuts t-shirt.
We have a Slapnuts photo. Sign.
A Slapnuts foam guitar.
Yeah, a Boulevard sign.
Right.
And my brother got a Goldberg hat.
A Goldberg hat.
What about any Billy Kidman merchandise?
Is there no Kidman merchandise?
No Kidman merchandise, no Stern merchandise.
Oh, it's all
Would you buy Kidman merchandise if they had it?
It's all sold out, apparently.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I wrote got a Stern shirt, but they didn't bring them.
Would you buy a Kidman shirt if they had them?
Probably yes. He's one of my favorite.
Can you just send Kidman $20 then?
Yeah.
Hey, Kidman, you're on. Cool. Wish you were here.
Well, thank you. I wish I was there, too. Well, not really.
Oh, come on, Kidman. That's not the attitude we're looking for here from you.
Well, I mean, sunny Florida or Mankato, Minnesota. You tell me.
Hey, I lived in Mankato, Minnesota for 4 months of my life.
Well, that's your own fault.
Right. Very good. So anything else you have to report? Have you met any wrestlers yet?
We got some pretty cool snapshots before the show. Finley, Vamp, Chronic, we met Charles Robinson.
You met Charles Robinson? Little Nate.
Yep,
You have good
met Little Nate. He signed his trading card for us.
Tremendous.
Do you have good seats?
Ringside.
You're ringside.
We're ringside.
Hey, go
Tell
ahead.
David Penzer. Give David Penzer a message from me
Wait a
that
minute.
he sucks.
Penzer's not there.
Penzer's not there?
He's not here.
No.
Oh,
We were giving the other one a hard time about it.
the other runs?
Wait a minute. The bell just
The
rang.
other announcer.
Well, the bell
Is
just...
it really? Is he the tall, skinny guy, Keith?
Keith is there, right?
Who?
Keith, tall, skinny guy?
Yeah, the tall skinny guy.
Okay, we'll give him a message from Billy Kidman. Tell him that he sucks.
Okay.
What happened? The bell just rang.
I don't know. I'm on the outside so I can hear you.
First, better go watch the show.
What was that, Bob?
She better go watch the show.
Well, yeah.
The bell rang.
Well, the bell rang. That means
Something's going to happen.
I'm looking in right now.
what's happening in the ring?
It looks like Young Dragons against 3 counts.
Young Dragons against 3 count.
Crowd really seems into
that
it.
match.
What was that, Bob?
I said the crowd really seems to be into this match.
Yeah, we can barely hear her. What was your question, Kevin?
How many people are there?
It looks pretty well. It looks like the clearance got sold out, and it's in the stand.
It sounds like it's a sellout to me.
Yeah. I do know the last time you were here, the only thing that beat you was MSU hockey. Otherwise, you're the highest attendance here.
Well,
That's for sure.
the stadium seats 50,000, which is cool.
Excellent.
All right, well, very good.
I can try and call later.
Okay, give us an update later on.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
How exciting is that to hear from the house show?
And apparently the Kidman merchandise completely sold out.
Yes, and it's not hard to sell merchandise when there's not a one on the table.
Well, apparently, Kidman, the bootleg merchandise that you have out there is apparently been the hot seller. A lot of people out there selling bootleg Kidman merchandise. What do you intend to do?
I drove by one of the shows and saw a guy with his trunk open selling all kinds of Kidman things.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
he,
what?
Actually, he even had a pair of my soiled underwear.
No!
I don't know where he got it, or even how much he was selling it for, but
And what
I need a percentage of that.
And what does that go for, soiled underwear?
I'm not sure.
What market value on that, you don't know?
No, I think it was marked up about 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Was the underwear marked up?
Yeah, marked up. That was marked up 200%.
Right. Kidman, in light of the fact that we're trying to get a special surprise for you, I'm going to try and get a different surprise. I've changed my game plan, and we're going to...
Okay, well, then you can tell me what the first surprise was.
We had Conan lined up to talk about.
Oh, very good.
But we've got somebody possibly better.
Better?
Yeah, better. Well, I don't want to say better than Conan. That'd be insulting to Conan, of course.
Will this person have hot news?
No? Unfortunately, I believe my second surprise has fallen through now, leaving me with very little options. I think in a few minutes I'm going to call one of the Mulkey brothers.
What was the second surprise?
Do we have Amanda Hugginkiss? Do we have the second surprise ready to go?
Just in a few minutes.
Oh, so there is still hope.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
He wants it.
He wants it. All right.
What the hell?
All right. Well, he wants Amanda
Well,
Hugginkiss.
I don't know. This may not be the kind of surprise I'm looking for.
Well, maybe not. Line one.
How y'all doing?
Oh, who's this?
This is James from Kentucky.
Hello, James.
Hi, James. Say hello to Billy Kidman.
Billy Kidman, how you doing?
Good, James. How you doing?
Oh,
Billy, have you ever been on the show with James?
I'm on my, they let me come on out and call WCW.
Okay, hang on, James.
James, hang on.
Billy, have you ever been on the show when James from Kentucky was on?
No, I don't think I have.
James, tell him what you do for a living.
I'm a chicken plucker, Billy.
Oh, the infamous chicken plucker.
The chicken plucker. Hurrah.
WCW wants ratings. Let me come to WCW.
I thought they had one of those in ECW already.
That, well, half the locker room.
Just stand there?
I'm a cheerful chicken plucker.
You're what?
I'm cheerful.
Cheerful.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
come
so
in handy.
happy I could just...
Come in handy at Christmas.
Well, yeah, certainly. If you want a chicken plucker to be cheerful, that's a good thing, I'm sure.
Hey, Billy?
Yeah.
Are you dating Tori?
Yes.
She's pretty.
Well, thank you.
You know what? You're a lucky guy.
She's got a pretty mouth.
I am a lucky guy. And do you think, by the way, James, that during my 30 days off with my injury, I can come down there and pluck a few chickens?
Hey, by the way, can I borrow one of those tapes?
I'll sell one to you when I come and pluck some chicken.
Oh, my goodness.
Describe to Billy what you look like.
I look like Uncle Elmer on steroids.
Like who?
Uncle Elmer on steroids.
Hey, is Bill Banks on tonight?
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah. How come I couldn't get through last night? I tried for hours.
We had phone
We had
problems.
some serious phone problems, James.
Yeah,
They transferred it to the wrong place.
I thought WCW.
No,
Yeah, and what happened? My fault. I transferred the number to the wrong place
and then couldn't get it back.
Couldn't get it back, so we lost the phone.
Are y'all having a good day?
We're doing our best.
Yes, James. How was your day going?
Oh, it's plucking good.
James,
All right.
How many chickens do you pluck on an average day?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll say about around 80 a night.
80 a night. Wow, you certainly earn your money, James.
Wow. There you go.
James?
By the way,
You're one hell of a plucker.
can I make one match for September's pay-per-view?
Now you're booking. Okay, go ahead.
Sure, well, this should be fun.
Mark Madden should be ashamed for what he did to Mean Gene.
You think? So what's
And
the
I'll
match?
tell you what, that feud's still burning hot.
It is.
Burning hot.
I want a piece of his.
Oh, so you want you and Mark Madden at the pay-per-view?
Are you larger than Mark Madden?
Me and him's about the same size.
Really?
Really.
That's not Uncle Elmer on steroids. That's Uncle Elmer on ding-dongs.
I'm glad he didn't take off his shirt.
James, let me ask you something. Do you have a gal, a girlfriend?
Me and her just broke up.
No.
Yeah.
What happened? James, go ahead.
This isn't like the thing with your manager, huh? You didn't punch her, did you?
You didn't punch
We
her.
just didn't see eye to eye, so she went her way and I went my other.
Just didn't work
Went
out.
my way, no.
Have you tried counseling?
Yeah. That didn't do no good either.
No.
We should try to get her on the phone and see if we can put these two lovebirds back together.
I have an idea. I may have a woman for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I want you to meet Amanda Hugginkiss.
Amanda Hugginkiss.
Hi, James.
How you doing, honey?
Fabulous. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, little sweet thing?
Good. I was just wondering if you needed a man to hug and kiss.
Mm-hmm. I sure do. I need anything to kiss.
Okay.
All right. Well, very good. Well,
hey, Amanda.
Yeah.
You got a nice voice on you, baby.
Thank you.
I'd like to meet you sometime.
Well, you know what? I don't know when we're back in Kentucky, but I'll be sure to book a flight.
Okay.
You sent us out of James we've never seen before.
James, what would you do with the date with Amanda?
You fuck the hell out of her.
Tremendous.
Well, I would take her.
Let's start with
quite all right.
No,
a
James.
hamburger or whatever.
James, what would you pick her up in a car?
I would pick her up in a limo.
You have a you have a car there.
I could rent one.
Right. Then what?
Sounds good.
Then what would you do?
Now, wait,
Would
by
you wear
limo,
your
do you
clean
mean a
robe?
real limousine or a dually truck?
Yeah, it's actually a hug and kiss. You're causing me to use the obscenity button.
Sleep our call screener.
Can you believe that?
Oh.
Unbelievable. How would the date go, James? Start from the beginning. You pick her up in the limousine.
I would pick her up in the limo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would have a little champagne in the back with her.
Little bubbly.
Sounds good.
Then I would want to be on TV with her.
You'd want to film it?
You'd want to
be on
broadcast
TV
us?
with her. Everybody here wants to see me on TV
Well, obviously,
with a beautiful lady.
All right. I don't know where to go with that. All right. Well, very good.
You've already gone too far.
Hey, Amanda.
Yeah.
How old are you, hon?
23.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm ripe for plucking. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, you.
Okay, James.
James, thank you. Thank you. Bob Ryder, obviously telling me to move on. I could have gone about another hour with that, but
I bet we could have.
certainly we
James, one of our regular callers.
Lucky you guys.
Kidman, do you realize that in different states, do you see a difference in fan?
Oh,
seriously?
definitely.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How? What?
Well, for a number of different reasons. I mean, the further south you go, it seems the more they're into it, and the more they still believe it.
Really?
Is that my surprise?
Do we have the surprise ready to go? Yes. All right, we've got a double dosage of surprise. In fact, surprise number one. I'm sure this will be a big surprise and a shock to you to hear that joining us now is the great Bill Banks.
Bill Banks, do you have any hot news?
Who's this?
Billy Kidman?
No hot news for you.
Do you have any of my sheets? I need my papers.
Do you have any sheets? Can you tell him what his promo is going to be for Monday?
No.
Okay.
I have nothing for him right now.
You know that he's not on the show apparently Monday.
He
Or
isn't?
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday. The injury-prone Billy Kidman.
Ah.
Not injury prone.
No.
How you feeling, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. Surprise number two. Surprise number two joins us on line one right now. Surprise number two is a mystery. It's a mystery of who the surprise is, and Billy Kidman, with a series of yes or no questions, you need to guess who this surprise is on line one. Go ahead,
Okay.
Your first question.
Do you have any hot news?
Surprise? Do you have any hot news?
Am I the surprise?
Yes.
Oh, no!
You're a jackass. How could you not play into the surprise game?
Too easy.
I didn't know anything about this.
an idiot.
They get a call to call the show. I was going to boycott your show.
Why?
Well, because of Madden's inflammatory comments.
We had nothing to do with that.
We had nothing to
Well, I
do
know
with
you
it.
had nothing to do with that, but you aired it on your show.
I hit the
the rumor that you came up with an idea so stupid that you have to do it now.
What?
By the way, there's also some other rumors about on the internet about Glenn. That was
I would like to hear these rumors.
Right. Well,
I'd like to hear them too.
Let's for what happened with
Madden's comments were he was a jackass.
Right.
So
okay.
Yes, we have banned Madden from the show. Actually,
Well, okay, have you really?
Yes. So you are welcome.
Madden would know a jackass because, from a standpoint, if it wasn't for Mark Madden, jackasses around the world would never know how to act.
He sets the standard. He is the measuring stick by which all other jackasses are measured.
Well,
right,
be careful how you talk about my hot news source.
All right. To clear up anything, Disco, do we touch this or do we move on?
Yeah, there's got to be some clearing
I'll
up.
touch it. Something was said on the show last night that was probably said as a joke that got taken totally out of context.
Exactly, and I think Madden should be banned from the show for a while until he realizes what you can and can't talk about on the show.
Okay,
or making assumptions, which was stupid.
I need to know what he said.
Madden implied that I was pulled over for drugs. I faced a random check at the customs, and of course went right through, no problem. But Madden goes on the internet and says I got pulled over the airport for drugs.
He didn't actually say that.
How stupid is that?
He didn't say that. He just
well,
said
that was the hot news part. The hot news part.
Now, Kidman, please, you know better than that.
You say that.
I'm not on this program, please.
Well, we know how Kidman's trying to actually say that he got a fractured larynx.
Yes.
But by Shane Douglas.
Yes.
But apparently it got fractured when he got something shoved down his
throat. Shut up, you idiot. Stop it.
That's just a cover story.
Shut up. Just shut up right now. Both of you are banned now. All right.
You can't ban the internet icon from the show.
He's not banning Bill Banks. He's banning you.
All right, very good. Let's get back to the business here. Kidman, or Disco, just for the record, it was a random check, and that was it.
Yeah, because it's nothing.
All right.
And that happens all the time. Like every 10th person usually gets checked.
Right.
Almost all of the wrestlers always get checked.
Right. All right. So
the follow-up to that is that one of these sites that often reviews the show had it up in a headline and was told that it was not true and said they were going to retract it, but as of a few minutes ago, it's still up there.
Oh, for of my thing at the airport?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, which side is that?
Let's not give
we
them.
won't even give them the publicity.
Nope.
What do you not give it? You need to call those people up and tell them it's not true.
I
did. Slander on the internet.
I
did.
did.
Done that.
And apparently
slander is the key word here.
Right.
Malicious slander.
Right. All right. Well, we need to move on.
Okay.
Disco, you're a strong person. Now, Kidman, you had some hot news just a minute ago, you said?
What's Kidman's hot news? I did?
Well, you talked about something that I revealed earlier.
What are you talking about?
The idea.
This idea that was so preposterous.
Oh, yes. I want to know what this idea is that is so bad that you have to do it now.
Well, we can't talk
No,
about
it's not on the show.
It's not on the show.
It's not. And I was thinking today, I was talking to Ed Ferrara. We've come up with some phenomenal ideas for this.
Right.
This idea is better than the good guy.
I want to go on record this early in this whole idea as saying I think it's tremendous.
It's better than Babar the Elephant Boy.
Much better.
Bill Banks, for your official comment, what do you know?
By far, it is the most horrible idea I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
But will it be on the show?
Thriller.
I hope not.
And then what else?
Now, Disco, is it going to be on the show?
No, but me and Ed this week are really trying to pitch for it because we came up with a whole storyline for it.
I was under the assumption it was going to be on the show.
No.
Not even a vignette.
Apparently, the writer of the show did not want the negative backlash that would occur the first time we saw the vignette.
But here's what baffles me about the whole thing. All right.
Right.
I actually told Bob Ryder what it was. Just Bob is a great measuring stick for what is good and what is horrible. All right.
Right.
And I laughed for about 15 minutes.
And I've never heard Bob pop for an idea like that before.
Right. This is almost as good as the Saskatchewan Hardcore International title pop.
No, this is much better.
No, this was much funnier than that.
Was it really?
I laughed hysterically.
And the pop.
So what the hell's wrong with Kidman?
He doesn't know what it is.
What?
He
what are you
doesn't
talking
know
about?
what the idea is.
What's wrong with you? How come you're off the show?
Because I'm special.
I heard you see mouth on this show.
Kidman, please. All right,
I wrestled her.
No, well, how come you didn't show any signs of this Monday or Tuesday? Well, Wednesday for that matter.
There's no signs, you idiot. It's just I have a sore throat. If I wouldn't have gone to the doctor and got checked, I would have never known.
Bob, by the way, just so you had peace of mind,
Got it?
I've hit everything tonight.
Excellent.
I have used our delay to our advantage. Please refrain from any further usage of any obscenities like just used by Billy Kidman.
You didn't delay anything on that I said, did you?
No, but I have my finger on the trigger here just in case.
Okay.
All right, so please refrain. Use your best judgment. Unlike Billy Kidman, that potty mouth who not only did it on
I would
this
like
show.
to repeat my phrase that I used on the house show.
No, come on. You are a filthy mouth, Kidman.
So what?
Well, it's just I mean, you think that's going to help you get over as being just a filthy, like a bad role model for kids out there?
No.
What about our younger audience?
I'm going to go out there and go, yup, word to your mother. And that'll help me.
I like that whoop-de-woo one, whatever that is.
Oh, Bob, I need you to say
what?
What was that, Disco?
Bob is going to whoop jiggle what one night?
Yeah, I like that.
You like it?
Bob, do you have it like that?
I've got it like that.
Give him
I heard that's Mark Madden's new catchphrase.
I'm still looking for the
No,
dog.
it's not Mark Madden's catchphrase. It says on the show again he's off the show.
All right. Bill Banks has said 3 words. Bill Banks, let's welcome you back to the program. Hello.
Hi.
That's
4.
Hey, you guys drinking over there again?
No.
Okay.
But we do have Amanda Hugginkiss here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Disco loves Amanda Hugginkiss.
Disco, what do you think of Amanda Hugginkiss?
I'm a big fan of Amanda Hugginkiss. She's one of the discoettes.
She's one of the original discoettes.
Yes, one of the original. Actually, one of the only 2.
Right. Where's your other co-discoette?
You know what? She went back home. She's up in New Jersey.
She was a lovely gal, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Disco, you have 2 lovely gals you refer to quite simply as the discoettes, correct?
Well, you guys are the ones that refer to them as discoettes, but yeah, I like it.
All right, very good. Now, Disco, what is on your agenda for tonight? Usually you're here in person at the studio.
I got home too late and I had to eat. And actually, I was really considering, not coming to your show. But now that I found out that Madden has been barred from the show, I was actually interested in getting on the show.
I guess since we have 4...
Did you reprimand Madden?
Here's what we're going to do, okay?
Right.
We have 5 members of the Hot News Clique in attendance here tonight. We have Disco, we have Kidman, we have Bob Ryder, Bill Banks, an honorary member.
I'm not a part of it.
Well, he's a voting member, and myself.
Right.
I think what we need to do, in all fairness, is officially take a vote on whether or not we ban Madden from the show and how long he is banned.
No.
Okay.
But we will take a vote.
Okay, let's vote.
All right. First of all, Disco, argue your case really quickly, and we'll vote from there.
Okay, I would like to vote ban him for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
Yes.
That is the sentence you'd like?
And why should we do that?
For his carelessness?
No, ban without pay. No, just for irresponsibility and just, I mean, you got to, and lack of intelligence.
Kidman, do you want to give the supporting Madden statement?
I would like to say no ban of Madden, but turn it around and ban Disco for 2 weeks.
Oh, what booking that was. Like, we didn't see that coming from a mile away.
All right.
Kind of like your stuff?
Did
you get the joke today, by the way, on your email?
Who?
From Ed Ferrara.
I didn't read it.
Let's vote.
Another human resources thing?
Oh. No, this is actually pretty hysterical.
All right.
I
Disco,
can't say it on the air.
Disco, you are your request is 2 weeks ban on the program from Mark Madden. Is that what you were officially asking?
Yes.
All right.
No.
For voting on this, we go to Kidman first.
Nay.
Okay.
Who are you?
Bill Banks, we have your vote next.
Keep him on.
So your vote would be nay.
Nay.
That's right. Good call, Bill.
All right, Bob Ryder, your vote, please.
I abstain.
You can't abstain.
I want to vote last.
All right.
Okay, you can vote last, Bob.
I am going to vote ban. In fact, if I could vote ban for life, I would, but under the circumstances, ban for 2 weeks is what Disco is requesting.
2 weeks is a good punishment. I think it's fair.
I'm going to vote yes, ban him.
Okay.
So it's 2-2.
No, it's, Disco, does Disco's vote count?
No.
Yeah,
well, it kind of has to because that'll make 5.
5 votes.
All right. I was going to go to Amanda Hugginkiss for the tiebreaker. But,
okay, good.
No,
just
go to Ryder.
Does not count.
All right, Bob Ryder.
Yeah, but you can't influence her. You can't influence her vote.
I get to break the tie.
Yes. Well, we're not tied up yet, are we?
Yeah. No, because this
we're tied up.
Count. We need Amanda Hugginkiss.
Oh, this.
Banks and Kidman voted no, and the only reason Banks voted no is because I made fun of him the other day in the meeting. And me and you have voted yes.
How does this work in kangaroo court? Does one who comes up with the charges?
Bob Ryder is the deciding vote.
No,
it's so simple, it's ridiculous.
Disco would like to bring upon charges, so his vote does not count.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So since it's tied right now, Bob, your vote would be
that's like
whatever you
being
deem
murdered
is fair.
and asking their son or daughter to be on the jury.
This is pretty tough. I don't think I can cast a vote.
Okay, we'll say this now. Okay,
I have to
maybe
recuse myself.
should it be banned for a lesser period of time, in your opinion? Do you think 2 weeks might be excessive?
2 weeks is excessive.
Okay, well, what do you think is a fair ban?
I think 1 night.
Well, you tonight? That's it?
Yeah.
No, tonight plus 1 night.
Okay, 2 nights.
2 nights.
I'll vote yes for 2 nights.
You will vote yes. I will, under a protest, vote yes for that. I was preferring 2 weeks, but yes for 2 nights.
Right, yeah, I was preferring 2 weeks too. But, oh, wait a minute. And he will apologize when he comes back on the show.
Yeah, right.
Okay, wait a minute. An apology.
Wait a minute. What? Okay, well, if he wants to profess himself as a legitimate journalist, which is what he is, right?
So-called.
And what he said by law was malicious slander.
Okay.
So I would suggest if he's going to maintain any credibility that he would come back, he would take his 2-day suspension, come back on the show that he's back on, and apologize, and everything will be fine.
All right. So you're asking for 2 nights.
The chat room's saying ban him for life, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
What is the chat room saying if it's the option of banning me or keeping me instead of Madden?
I'll let you know in about 2 minutes.
All right, so the option, chat room vote would be officially banning Madden or banning Disco. If we had to pick one or the other, which one would it be? Throw that out there for the chat room. Bob, you keep close count.
I will.
In the meantime, the official kangaroo court voting would be ban for 2 nights and demand an apology.
Is he going to give one of those Bruno apologies?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Sorry, you're not dead, Disco.
What was a Bruno apology?
I'm sorry, that's a good point.
We're still waiting for it.
All right, well, let's officially do it. That way we can actually hold that over his head.
Somebody says that we should ban him and send him to Ohio Valley Wrestling to get in shape.
Tremendous. Tremendous. All right, so we officially, the counts are 2 nights, ban, and an official apology on the air. Kidman.
This is all under
protest. Why is Kidman out for a whole month? That's ridiculous. He's only got a sore throat.
I have a life-threatening injury.
How long is a life-threatening injury?
Because if I hit my larynx again, it'll cut off my windpipe, you idiot.
Well, we'll do an angle.
You know where the larynx is?
We'll do an angle.
We should do an angle, but the production screwed it up and didn't show the hanging footage on Monday like they were supposed to, remember?
Well, you know what you should do then? You should try to have Shane Douglas arrested for attempted murder.
I should. Corey Wilson as an accomplice.
There you go.
No. Here's the deal. I got the angle right now. He has Shane Douglas arrested for attempted murder. Douglas can't make bail, so the whole rest of the time while Douglas is in jail, Kidman's trying to get Torrey back. That's a pretty good one right there, huh?
Bill Banks, a booking committee member, what do you think?
He could fly.
Yeah, because why? Because it's not wrestling, right, Bill?
Right.
And Shane could be in prison.
Hey, start coming up with some ideas for that.
Kidman, your vote on the Madden situation.
My vote on the Madden situation is this whole session is under protest. Because this Inferno's vote should not count.
It's not yay or nay. It's that's what we're looking for. We need yay or nay.
I'm changing.
Kevin, you could really step up to the plate here if you will vote to ban Madden for 2 days.
2 days with an apology. It's my vote now.
Bill Banks.
Yeah, that's your vote too, Banks, right?
Well, if he still has to make the apology, then he shouldn't be banned for 2 days. His next
that's ridiculous. He should be banned because he's going to come. Because for his own good, Madden's a very inflamed, impassionate, emotional guy, and I think he would come on, in kind of like very bitter attitude. And I think he would say some more things that would probably be detrimental to the show.
Yeah,
I think the 2-day ban and the apology will get him right back on track and make him the addition to the show that he should be.
Kidman, yes or no?
I still say nay.
Bob Ryder?
Well, fine. Okay.
Bob Ryder?
I say yes, but I'm afraid he's going to try to sneak back in with a mask or something.
Or Larry from New York, his other persona. I'm going to vote yay.
Or James from Kentucky.
I'm going to vote yay, calling to an end of this session of Kangaroo Court. The accused, what would it be called? The accused defender?
Right, the defendant.
Defendant, Mark Madden, I officially declare guilty as charged in Kangaroo Court.
Okay.
All right, now that we've gotten that session done, Disco, anything new and exciting on the home front? Anything going on?
No. I will be going out and I will be enjoying a social time in Atlanta tonight.
Where are you going?
I'm going out with big sexy Kevin Nash.
Oh,
for the night in the town.
Is that right?
Yes.
And stops include?
I'm sure there'll be adult entertainment establishments,
The usual loop.
and possibly some places that sell spirits.
Right. Very good. Kidman, your night tonight.
My night tonight consists of doing nothing.
Well, that figures, because when you don't have any brains, you're not intelligent enough to think of anything to do.
He has a fractured larynx, for God's sakes.
Kids have got
Disco
fractured.
wouldn't know
Tell him to see a
anything about
movie or
injuries
something.
because he doesn't have anything that he would do that could actually injure him.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Booking?
That's pretty dangerous.
That injures our company standings.
Screw you!
Wow.
You're just injury prone, Kevin.
Yeah, because I've had so many injuries over the past 4 years.
Well, have I had less than you?
Yes, because you don't do anything.
Well, what the hell
less
did
good
you do to
matches
get
than
your
me,
injury?
too.
You don't do anything anymore anyway. You quit doing your finishing moves.
Oh? I don't want to kill myself.
Well, you quit doing yours, too. You never could figure out those instructions.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do just out of spite?
You quit doing your
I'm going to go down to the power plant, and I'm going to start doing the shooting star press as my finishing move.
Your finishing maneuver is looking up at the lights.
Wait a minute. Here's some hot news. This isn't hot news, but I actually missed this. But I got called out from the dressing room before the show started, before they let the crowd in. I had instructions that the Disco Inferno would like to see me at the ring. Now, upon my arrival to ringside, apparently Disco was working on a springboard. And
successfully done, by the way.
So he said he could do it, so they went and got me, and before I got a chance to go out there, Disco proudly proclaimed to everybody around, hey, especially to David Penzer, hey, Penzer, watch this. And upon execution, continued to fall flat on his face.
Well, no, but I got 4 out of 5 of them. I was practicing.
I changed my vote again.
Why?
What's your vote going to be now?
I think we should send Madden to Ohio Valley. I think being with Cornette would be the best thing for him right now.
Oh, so send him to Ohio Valley Wrestling. Now, I would go for that.
Him and Cornette would get along great.
Absolutely.
You know, they're sending the Big Show there because they want him to lose weight.
That's what they said.
That's the allegations, at least.
I think we should team Big Show with Mark Henry and bring back the Buddy Rose weight loss plan angle.
Oh, the 217 pounds instead of 270 pounds?
The blow-away diet.
You know, that was the thing. Wasn't he arrested for some back child support not too long ago?
Who, Buddy Wayne?
Buddy Rose?
Oh, who cares? Do you guys have anything?
Didn't he argued in court that he only owed $217,000?
I want to know why Kidman can't come to TV if he's got a fractured larynx, if we don't close line in his throat.
Doctor says
you got to show up to work.
Huh?
You need to show up to work. We need you.
Well, I need some R&R.
Well, you can get it at the show. You won't be doing anything physical. Everybody gets hurt now, for crying out loud. Do you see your injured list?
Well, everybody who's injured have had more injuries than I have, and every time they're injured, they get to sit home. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, you're not going to make any demands?
That's not a demand. That's what the doctor says.
No, boys. Easy.
Yes, let's all be friends, please. Kidman and Disco, can you guys actually try? You've never gotten along on this program. In fact, it seems like anybody that Disco talks to seems to be confrontational with.
Well, do you see that?
That's not true.
No, it is true.
Shut up. It's not true.
I don't know why. The only one Disco does not throw insults at is Bob Ryder.
Well, because he's the man with all. I mean, you know Bob Ryder. He's one of those internet guys who can get in there and like he can get into your he knows he has access to your life on the internet.
Well, can he go in there and reverse my $500 fine?
Did you get fined?
Yes.
For what?
For being 27 minutes late.
When were you late?
Tuesday.
So we had a speech on Monday, and you were late on Tuesday.
No, we had a speech on Sunday.
And you were late on Tuesday.
Yes.
Why were you late?
Because those roads were terrible. And somebody, somebody told me it was an hour and a half. So I allowed myself an hour and 40 minutes, and I still ended up 27 minutes late. You know who told me it was an hour and a half drive?
It was an hour and 40 minutes.
The Disco Inferno. So you owe me $500.
Well, you can. Yeah, well, I'll pay you back for the next 500 weeks. I'll pay you $1.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that.
That's fine.
Bob?
10 years, I'll pay it off, Kidman.
Well, with interest, you might as well pay me $1.50 a week.
No, I'll pay $1.07 a week. I'm not going to pay you above prime rate. What's so funny?
Just,
Are
Bob,
you going to ask him questions? You're supposed to be like the Dungeon Master here or whatever, for crying out loud. I mean, run the show, Jeremy.
Taskmaster?
the Dungeon Master. Got on the air.
Did you bleep me?
Yes, you're an
Good.
idiot. You're a
Good.
complete... Bob, are you there? Bob? I think Bob has left.
Yeah, because we didn't ask him enough of questions.
I think Bob quit.
Well, why is Bill Banks on the show?
Why is Disco Inferno on the show?
Bill Banks is a definite Madden supporter, I think.
So?
Bob, are you
well,
back?
you should be... Bill Banks should be a Disco Inferno supporter.
Why?
Because I've got it like that.
You're such an idiot. All right. Can we get to some serious dialogue and conversation here?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Are you guys done now spatting?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Bob Ryder, are you back yet? Bob is never...
This show can go on without Bob Ryder. It's done it before. Let's go.
All right. Coming up this Monday, we have gotten word that Vince Russo is going to offer his or the release of Bill Goldberg live on the air. Obviously, a continuation of what we saw last week. Let's talk about the first two segments of Nitro this last week and what we thought of them. Billy Kidman, you are up first.
It was good up until the fight started.
Why?
They got to be stiff out there.
Because why?
They need to be stiff out there.
Yeah, they weren't quite. There wasn't quite the violence that I anticipated.
Right.
You wanted to see some live rounds, didn't you?
Yes, but the Goldberg going after Vince Russo and the Vince running scared, that was good.
That was real good. Bob, what did you think?
Very good.
Well, that's very interesting. Okay. Disco Inferno.
Yes.
Your take on the first two segments of Nitro.
Well, the first two segments would have been better if the Filthy Animals were in it, but they were good.
Or if Kid Romeo was in it, right?
Now he's fired.
So did you like the first two segments, Disco?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for elaborating.
I like the
let's
production meeting, and we should Tank be out there with his square.
Bill Banks, did you like the first two segments of Nitro? Oh, go ahead.
What now?
Go ahead.
Right.
Hold on.
What?
Go ahead.
Who said hold on?
Who cares? It was Disco.
Don't listen to him.
I agree with Billy. I would have liked to see a little more live action out there. Because when the first segment was, intense, but when they came back, it was just Goldberg throwing an armbar on Tank. I mean, you want to give it that realism. You want them to throw live rounds. I mean, having them go at it would have been the best thing to do instead of trading wrestling holds.
Right. Okay. All right. That's a fair. I thought the first two segments of Nitro were possibly the most compelling television we've seen in quite some time.
Hello. I'm
hello?
back on.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you for letting us know. Bob,
is Kidman one of the worst guests you guys have ever had?
I'm not going to answer that.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Kidman's always a good guest.
Well, why didn't you answer that? I think you're just sucking. Basically, what you're saying is, I mean, from listening to Kidman on the show, he doesn't bring much to the table. He's not very entertaining, and he doesn't have any hot news.
Well, for your information, I like to do a lot more talking when you're not on the air.
You know, he was really...
What was he saying before I was on the air?
It was very good.
Really?
Very, very good.
Better than me?
Well, that's not saying much.
No, because I'm one of the stars of the show.
All right,
Jeremy, will you tell Kidman that how well-liked I am by the Internet fans on the show?
I'd like to know what happened to Bob Ryder.
Jeremy, why don't you tell the fans how over I am on the show?
Yeah, you are over. You are overexposed. You are over...
What the hell am I doing on here, then?
He's almost over the hill, too.
Over...
How old are you, Kidman?
I'm 26.
Yeah, well, you're going to be 27 soon.
Yeah, and you're going to be 35 soon.
33.
All right. In our experience, I have a top 5 list of top 5 all-time guests of this program, okay?
Right.
Names from Kentucky.
I would like you, Disco, and you, Kim, and even you, Bill Banks, and Bob Ryder, if he's still with us.
Alive.
To take a guess who my top 5 list would be of guests, all-time greatest guests on this very program.
Kevin Nash.
Starting with number 5 and working down.
Okay.
Oh, wait, start from the top and working down?
Yeah.
From the bottom of the list.
No, I doesn't start from the top of the list because it's harder to think of the top one and then work your way back. I would say Jeremy's list would include Kevin Nash.
Lenny
right?
Wayne.
Yes.
I say your list would also include probably David Arquette.
No.
Okay. I say your list would include me.
Yes.
Okay. I say your list would include. I don't really see your list included anybody else.
Personalities?
Any female personalities?
Yes.
No. Have you? So is that it, Kidman or Disco?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else you would think would be any good.
Okay. Bill Banks, who would?
Oh, I know who.
Who?
Lenny Lane.
I just said that, you dummy.
No.
Oh, you did?
No.
Yes.
That's the first time.
He's not one of the.
That is the first time.
Did you guys have a falling out?
That was the first time somebody ever called somebody a dummy on this program. But thank you for toning down your language. No. Lenny never has been into the top 5. Although very good guest, always every time he's been on the show.
Why do you still have to plug him?
I've just made a comment. He's always been a very good guest.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Bill Banks, who do you think would be the top 5 guests we've had on this program?
Disco already named 2 of them.
Who would? Kevin Nash.
Disco.
Disco Inferno.
Cat's going to be on there.
Oh, the cat?
Yes.
Oh, how about the cat's mom?
Cat's mom, another great guest. All right, so we've got 3.
El Dandy.
How about Vince Russo?
Vince Russo would be number 4.
El Dandy.
El Dandy, you're missing one person.
Has Scott Steiner ever been on?
Yes, one time.
How about Goldberg?
Yes, he's been on, but no, he's not in the top 5.
Okay.
We're talking about pure entertainment and fan response.
Shane Douglas.
Pure entertainment. Juventude.
No.
Shane Douglas.
No.
Big.
Conan.
No and no. Although Conan an honorable probably 6th.
Ralphus.
No, not Ralphus.
Mark Madden.
No.
Crowbar.
No.
Bill Banks.
Not Bill Banks.
Jeff Jarrett. Vampiro.
Jeff Jarrett probably at least in the top 10. Who is
Vampiro.
No, actually. Probably in the top 10.
ICP.
No.
Well, give us a hint.
He's an
Sugar Shane Helm.
He's an active wrestler. In fact, was on our program last week.
Really?
What the hell kind of a hint is that?
For almost 2 hours. Spent 2 hours with us.
I don't listen to your freaking show.
Conan in the top 10, not in the top 5.
Interesting.
2 hours.
Give us another hint. That was a terrible hint.
Very funny.
That's a terrible hint.
God, Judy Bagwell.
No.
Give us another hint.
Hugh Morris.
Hugh Morris. There you go. Number 5.
Really?
Yes.
Why was Hugh Morris so good?
He's very funny. Told a great story about getting loaded and ripping off a car door.
I was there for that.
I'd love to hear that
Oh,
story.
yeah, he broke off the car door from the inside, right?
I was there. I witnessed it.
How do you rip off a car?
How could you witness it? You were probably annihilated drunk and don't remember anything.
I was annihilated drunk, and I still remember it.
We got a bunch of freaking alcoholics in this company. That's the problem around here.
Yeah. And
I
we got
don't
one on the
drink.
board committee, too.
Top 5 alcoholics in WCW. Go ahead, Disco.
Top 5 alcoholics?
No.
We know who number 1 is.
No.
Don't even. It's a category all by himself.
No. Don't even go there.
All right. Okay.
Don't even go there. All right. So there you have it. I wonder what happened to Bob Ryder. It's very unlike
He doesn't
Bob.
got it like that.
Did you notice that he was on the whole time I was here, but as soon as Disco came on, he just hung up and quit?
Why?
Very unlike
Is
Bob.
there professional jealousy between me and Bob Ryder, between Bob Ryder and myself?
There could be. All right.
Well, I'd like to. I mean, is it official that his Madden banned for 2 days and has to come back with an apology?
Yes.
Okay.
Gang, let's talk about one other thing I want to cut.
And tell him if he doesn't give me an apology, I'm going to consider legal action.
All right, legal action.
All right.
Why do you think let's not be insulting or derogatory here. A serious question, because he was here for quite some time, and I know everyone here knows him. What's gone wrong with the big show? Why everybody seems to be making a big deal about the fact what happened this last week? It was a big news item everywhere.
No, what happened?
Well, he apparently has been sent to Ohio Valley.
The big show?
Yeah.
Why?
I honestly, do we know the reasons? Apparently not in good shape.
Right.
Heard through the grapevine. Not in shape. Possibly attitude, but who knows?
I don't know. A guy like that, huge size, seems, the gift of his mass. He's a bright guy. He's funny. Anybody surprised about this, or?
Yeah.
What would you, Disco? How would you book him right? What needs to be done with this guy? Why do you think it's not working out for him?
You need to bring in Ron Reese to team up with him.
What an idiot.
Huh? And these guys would be 2 of our Martians.
Please stop with that.
What? I'm going to get Martians on the show one day.
Jeremy,
And I think Ron Reese and Big Show would be imposing Martians.
And the wall. Put the wall in that category.
Well, there's already been talk about whether Jerry is actually the truth from Mars.
When is Jerry's new manager going to debut?
His new manager?
Well, with his haircut, he has to have Terry Taylor as his new manager.
I'm telling Terry Taylor that you said that, and Terry Taylor considers you a friend. I don't think he will anymore.
Is he going to threaten to find me again?
You should.
You should be fine.
All right.
You're detrimental to the company, Kidman.
Why?
Because
I do everything
house shows,
and I work hard
you
out
show
there.
up late.
Well, that was an accident.
What, because of the house shows or showing up late?
What?
Your actions at a house show are reprehensible.
Well, that was an accident too.
How was that an accident?
What, that quote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that quote.
Thank you, Bill.
Do you really, Bill?
I love it.
You are a lascivious pervert.
All right. The comment made, and
By the way,
hang on.
By the way, Borash, Bill Banks, won't the cleaned up version of that quote, wouldn't that make the air?
Yeah.
See? You owe me $100, Banks.
The quote was Banks.
Not Banks, Borash. Somebody owes me $100.
The quote was essentially every time you kiss Tori Wilson, we make up the rest of the punchline from there.
Right.
Okay, wait a minute, but in actuality, didn't the same thing happen every time Billy Kidman kissed Tori Wilson?
Well, that's why I said I'm not going to bring that statement on the air because I was just with Reno's girlfriend. So then Reno did the same thing about me.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, so you're making sure that nobody ever says that again in good taste, right?
Right. So basically,
well, I think Reno needs to say that.
Let's all be just very careful. Let's just drop the subject.
What's the deal with Bob? What's going on with him?
Bob, somehow, I don't know. We're going to get him back on the show in just a second.
Andy, is there any hot news today?
Yeah, we need some hot news.
Amanda Hugginkiss is here. That's hot news. Bill, do you have any hot news?
I have none. I've been sleeping all day.
You have been sleeping all
What?
day.
Are you hungover like sleeping or just sleeping?
I don't know.
All right.
He was hungover.
Well,
were you hungover, Banks?
No comment.
Where'd you go last night?
Nowhere.
Just to get home? Did you write any interviews?
No, I didn't get to do the interviews yet.
We need a good one for Palumbo and those guys.
Don't worry.
All right, very good.
Did you write Rick Sutter's interview for Thunder, by the way, Bill?
Well, Kidman?
From the Where Are They Now category, I ran into Joe Gomez today at the chiropractor.
Ah, really?
Yes.
How was Joe Gomez?
The free chiropractor?
Yes.
Ah, I like that. Tell him I said hi.
Dr. DiMaria and Komsky, let me just give him a plug.
Yeah.
All right, Kidman, you are...
How's Joe Gomez look?
Looks like Joe Gomez.
What did he say?
Nothing. I saw him there last week.
You tan at his tanning bed.
He's what?
You tan at his tanning salon.
No, that's too far away.
How far is it from you?
It's all the way up in Brandon.
No, it isn't. His is over Northdale Mabry, by the football stadium.
Wait a minute. What happened to Bob Ryder?
I went and got a pizza. I saw a movie.
And you had a heart attack.
I did not have a heart attack.
Are you okay?
hung up on me.
I didn't.
Oh, somebody did.
No, we really didn't.
Amanda Hugginkiss.
It must be Amanda Hugginkiss.
Amanda Hugginkiss, did you at any time hang up on Bob Ryder?
I absolutely did not.
I
deny all charges.
I heard there's a rumor that there's an angle that's being talked about where you're the one that got Miss Hancock pregnant.
Really?
Amanda Hugginkiss.
I deny
got Miss
all...
Hancock pregnant.
Amanda Hugginkiss got Miss Hancock pregnant?
No, Bob Ryder.
Oh.
Well, I was gone 20 minutes.
Well, that's the angle. They think it was Bob Ryder, but then it turns out Bob Ryder was shooting blanks.
Hey.
So it actually was Amanda Hugginkiss.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She made Miss Hancock pregnant?
Yep.
No.
That's how you'd book it?
Yep.
That's a no wonder you're not on the. You've never been considered for.
Tell me a lesbian angle wouldn't be over.
Will either.
Very good.
You're gonna tell me a lesbian angle wouldn't be over.
Thank you. You know what's over? Your time on this program, Kim.
No.
Thank you. We are out of time. We're going to take.
Get him out of here.
We're going to take calls for the rest of the program. Kevin,
okay, let's take them. I'll be here.
All right. Here's
take some calls.
All right.
Why don't we ever take some calls?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Because you're all on the different lines.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. This is the first time we've ever.
Get Kevin out of here.
Wait a minute. This is the first time we've ever done this on the program.
All right. I'm out of here.
Wait a minute. You're not going anywhere.
Why not?
Hang on. Would you please be quiet?
No.
It's the first time we're going to play WCW Live Guest Survivor.
No, you're not voting me out of here.
Yes,
I'm leaving.
We are. What we're going to do is we are going to, myself, along with
Disco jumped off the island.
Amanda Hugginkiss,
I'm leaving the island. I don't want to be a part of the island.
Bill Banks, and
Well,
Bob
if
Ryder.
Disco is staying, I'll jump off the island myself.
We're going to
I'm
vote.
jumping off the island right now. I'm out of here.
No,
Goodbye.
we're not. You're not going anywhere, Disco. Disco?
Hung up.
I would have voted for Disco to leave the island.
I would have voted for Disco.
Bob,
Yeah.
would you have voted for Disco or?
I would have voted to remove you from the island for hanging up on me.
Yeah, what would have happened, Jeremy, if you got removed from the island?
We would have 2 hours of dead air, which would not be good.
I think Bob Ryder could carry the show.
Okay, hold on one second.
All right, very good. We're going to take some calls. Would you have voted for Disco off the show? All right, well, I'm glad you know what he did? He bailed out before he could look like a fool.
It was a very honorable thing for him to do.
Well, he was trying to save his own face.
Exactly.
All right.
It worked.
Kidman with us tonight, 1-877-WCW Live. We're going to take calls for Billy Kidman. Let's go to Wiley. Is this Wiley?
It's Larry in New York, you jackass.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Larry, do you have any hot news?
I didn't know
he'd sneak back in
I
under
honestly-
a mask.
What do you mean sneak back in? Why wasn't I called tonight? I'm a
Hang on.
regular on Friday. This is BS.
Wait a minute. You're right. This is because earlier tonight you were voted by the what was that?
We need to get Disco back.
No,
on the phone
he has left.
No, we need to call
We
him.
can't.
Yes.
We can't.
Let's just not tell Disco. He'll never know.
That's right.
You're not going to enforce this?
It's good radio. Call Disco.
I can't.
Well, hold on, what the hell happened?
First of all, Madden, I would like to say that I voted nay.
That's
No.
Kidman.
All right. Here's what happened earlier tonight. All right. Due to your actions yesterday,
What actions?
your careless abandonment in referring to Disco,
Implying that Disco had problems at customs.
He did have problems at customs.
you
It was a
implied.
routine stop.
That's not what it looked like to me.
No, well, see, there you go.
See there? You're doing it again.
You're doing it again.
Well, you know what? I really don't care because I
Hang
tell you
on.
what,
It doesn't
this
matter.
guy-
It
no,
does
let me
not
talk.
matter if you care or not. Here is what happened earlier tonight.
Okay.
All right? Your careless actions last night and your careless phrasing of the actions that happened randomly,
whatever,
randomly
kid-ass. What
randomly
so
to
bad?
Disco Inferno at the airport in Atlanta, where a routine check was made.
Who said it was a routine check?
It was absolutely several witnesses on hand that said it was a routine
that's a bunch
check.
of crap. There weren't
Your
several
careless
witnesses on hand.
wordage and verbiage yesterday on the program allowed many of the wrestling websites to pick up the story and run with it, causing much concern. Punitive damages filed. Kangaroo Court earlier this evening. Upon the charges, the Kangaroo Court session was held in which you were banned from the program for 2 nights, and an apology was demanded by Disco and approved by the members of the Hot News
Okay,
Click.
well, here's my apology. Disco Inferno can kiss my ass in hell.
All right.
I told you that was
Or
all
in
he did.
prison,
All
whichever
right,
you
all right.
prefer. That's a bunch of crap. What I said last night on the show was obviously said facetiously, and if any wrestling websites picked it up without regard to their own news-gathering ethics, that is their problem and not mine. And furthermore, Jeremy Borash, I am tired of you kissing Disco Inferno's ass just because you two get to play Booker together every week with Vince Russo.
Well, Jeremy's got it like that.
Has he got it like that?
That's my first agenda on the booking committee will be to bury now Mark Madden, who has taken cheap shots at me in the last 20
Believe me, if two J-Brones like you and Disco Inferno can bury me, then I deserve to be buried. I think I'm a little bit above that, though.
Of course you are.
Okay? And second off, I just want to say for the record that Disco Inferno was not brought up on drug charges at the Atlanta airport.
That actually
was
did
clearly
make a
said
website.
facetiously.
That was actually reported as hot news on a website.
Well, then that's their problem, and that's bad news reporting. It was not true. It was a routine stop. What I would like to say is that Disco Inferno's booking ideas stink. He is
And he
laughed
should be
at
arrested
behind
for
his
that.
back by all the other members of the booking committee. And if the booking committee indeed adopted the rules of the game Survivor, he would be voted off the booking committee. Russo's the only one who wants him there because he keeps him there for entertainment, much in the same way the circus keeps a hunchback child around to be part of the freak show.
I would like to go on record as saying that not only is the Disco Inferno laughed at behind his back by the boys, but he's also laughed at to his face.
Right, so Kidman, you're with me on this.
Oh, I'm definitely with you.
Kidman was the only person that did indeed vote yay or nay.
Well, thank you, Pete. I
Well,
appreciate it.
I voted for a reduced penalty.
Hey, I voted nay.
Oh, now everybody's saying they voted nay.
I voted nay.
Well, I really don't care.
All right.
Because I've got it like that. And
I
believe me,
did
when
tell
Nitro
Disco that
comes
was
on
your
there Monday
catchphrase.
night, in the first 5 segments, everyone will got it like that.
or will have had it like that.
Yeah, man, I don't want to stir things up here, but Disco did say that if you use that phrase again, because I did say it was your phrase, he said that you'll be sitting at home.
You know what? If a jaybro like him has the power to make me sit at home, I don't want the job. And if you want to fire your best announcer, feel free. Can't we talk about that?
That's none of your business.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'd forgotten this show had turned totally vanilla.
Right.
Vanilla Ice, Disco Inferno was with us. Right before, amazingly, you called the minute we let him go. We freed up a line, and you were there.
Well, whatever.
And did you notice that somebody was screening the calls tonight?
I really don't care about none of that.
Do you know who that is?
Who?
That's the lovely Amanda Hugginkiss. Say hello to Amanda Hugginkiss, Mark Madden.
Oh, hi, Amanda. How are you?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. I'm hot. I'm upset.
I know. Is there anything I can do?
No, there's not. Well, not presently. After all, we're separated by phone lines and miles. But the bottom line is the Disco Inferno totally overreacted to a harmless situation. And is Kidman still there? Yep. Pete, how could a man with no reputation have his reputation damaged?
Good point.
We'll find out when the lawsuit goes to trial.
But one thing I would like to say about this case is that, yes, Madden did say that facetiously, but it was true that he asked for a body cavity search.
Oh, now there you go again. There's no proof to that, and Disco vehemently denied that. So I don't think a cavity search was
No, actually, Disco didn't deny that. He denied the drug charges, but he didn't deny the body cavity part.
And you know what? I think that you guys owe me an apology because you guys know that when I said that last night, it was said totally facetiously. And I got a call from that idiot today just screaming and yelling like a little beezotch because I supposedly impugned his reputation. That's a joke.
Well, certainly your opinions are very strong on this.
Well, I'm legit hot. Believe me, I'm tired of Disco acting like he's part of something.
Well, it's obviously the
Bill
heat.
Banks, you there?
I'm here.
When was the last time a Disco Inferno booking idea got used? One that worked, I mean.
Since he's been on?
Yeah.
I don't know if there has been.
Well, there you go. There you go. But yet, he threatens me with being off Nitro. I don't think so, Glenn.
Well, poor Glenn's not here to defend himself. I wish he was. Unfortunately, he was voted off the show by the members of this fine panel.
So we could take calls.
So we could take calls.
This show's getting a little too high and mighty for me.
Is that right?
Absolutely. It's a parody of what it once was.
Mark, I hate to break this to you.
Go ahead.
But we do indeed have to let you go.
Why?
Because we have no more
All
phone
the lines are tied up.
We got to take calls for Billy. But we'll call you later.
Get rid of Banks.
We can't. Banks is here in person.
Studio.
Get rid of Banks anyway.
Works for me.
Do you have any hot news?
If I do, it'll just get people real upset and they'll call and yell and scream at me.
Oh, all right.
You know what? Every time Vince Russo has called me with advice, criticisms, or suggestions, and on the rare occasions when he's yelled at me, I've accepted it because his word means something. Whenever Bill Banks says something to me, and he has never abused me, but Bill Banks' word means something. Ed Ferrara's word means something. Guys like Kevin Nash, people that the wrestling world respects, his word means something. Pete Gruner's name means something. But I tell you what, we are taking Glenn Gilbernetti, a man who once wrestled as the boogeyman at Pittsburgh Independence, a man who once went out there acting as if he couldn't do a leg hold to get over, a man who has been around this business for so long and is almost like super glued to the bottom half of the middle of the card. We take what he has to say far too seriously.
Well, Mark Madden has spoken, and with that...
frankly, if I can conclude, Pete, I'd like to ask your opinion on this. Yeah. This is a man who couldn't draw money with 10 years' worth of arts lessons. This is a man who couldn't draw money if he was dipped in super glue and dragged through Fort Knox.
I have to agree.
Internet reporters, print
all
that.
he's done in his career, don't forget the time he dressed up like the Easter Bunny to deliver a message to Kimberly Page.
Who could possibly forget that?
And let's not forget when he jobbed to Jacqueline.
All right. Now that we have...
Okay, can I make one final statement before I go?
Absolutely.
Internet reporters, Last night I was being facetious, and you printed it and got me heat. Tonight, I have meant every single word I've said. Every word I've said has been the gospel truth. Go forth and do your duty. Be splendiferous and multiply. Oh, yes, go to the websites and print what Mr. Monday Nitro said. The aborted intergender champion, Mr. Monday Nitro.
Wow.
Because tonight, I speak the truth.
The one and only.
Thank you, Mark. Have a great...
God bless us, everyone.
Have a great weekend, Mark. We'll see you Monday Nitro. All right, very good. Wow.
Wow.
Obviously, it's been a roller coaster of emotion here tonight on WCW Live.
He's not the same since he started wrestling, is he?
Now, he's got a bad attitude now. I don't know what it is. He was so calm and cool and collected before, and now he's a madman.
Yeah.
Kidman, how are you?
I'm just fine.
All right. Are you enjoying your time here on the program tonight?
Absolutely.
Do you have any?
How's the larynx?
It's healing
All
as we
right.
speak.
Good.
Let's go to Mike in Ohio. Say hello to...
Some of my questions that way. Is Disco Inferno still on?
No.
Oh.
But Billy Kidman's here, so go ahead.
Are Nitro and Thunder's going to be on Nitro just like in one night?
Yes.
They are?
Yes.
Starting when?
October.
October
23rd. Or something like that.
All right, and some more questions?
Okay.
Oh, Fall Brawl, are you having War Games?
No.
No.
No?
Nope.
How about World War III?
No, we're not having that either.
Hasn't happened yet.
And I want to ask Kidman, I heard you got in a scuffle with Cat a few years back.
I was there for that.
You were?
Yes.
What happened?
Kidman killed him. No, it wasn't even a...
No, let me tell you about our little scuffle.
All right. I was there. It was in Minneapolis.
It wasn't Minneapolis. It was deemed the Minneapolis Massacre.
Right.
But actually, to give the Cat credit, the Cat is a 3-time world karate champion.
Right.
But the Cat's karate is basically like tag. So if you hit the guy, you get a point, you stop, and you do it all over. So if that were the case, the Cat would have won the fight because he did hit me in the face. The fact that I didn't feel it nor sell it, I don't think would give the Cat any credibility.
It really was
won the fight on points.
It really wasn't.
He would have won on points. Yes. So he indeed would have been the Minneapolis World Karate Champion.
What was the argument over?
It really was not much. I mean,
it was basically over the Cat. Actually, that was the night that the Cat got the living crap beat out of him by Scott Norton. So he was upset.
To be honest, though, it really wasn't much of a scuffle.
No, it wasn't much.
Boo! Boo! We wanted a good fight, but apparently. So now, let me ask you this, Kidman: if it was, if it escalated and actual shots were thrown, how would you have fared against the 3-time karate champion?
Well, if his punches, if his punches that he connected with were anything like the first one, I don't see how I could have lost.
Oh, let's hope that does not get back to him, or else.
Well, I tell him myself. Actually, I just told him last week.
Oh, apparently I got that. Don't worry, guys. Hey, hang on. Would you
take another call?
I think that was the girl calling our correspondent from the Mankato, Minnesota.
Correspondent there. I had to bleep it, but gang, in case you.
I wonder which referee he was talking about.
By Charles Robinson.
Not there.
A heckler right next to our on-site reporter started yelling horrible obscenities at the referee.
Yeah.
How crazy was that? Do we dare go back?
I don't know.
Amanda,
still there?
Amanda, let's let me see what we got here.
Get it off your face!
Oh! Wait a minute.
That must be referee Charles Robinson.
Holy
my God!
What happened there?
Classic high spot. I gotta go.
Where are you going?
Oh my goodness!
All right.
Special.
I would like to just. Can you, Amanda? Can you check and see if that line is still, if they're still going crazy there?
Hi.
All right, Amanda, please. Amanda doesn't know that there's microphones near her. Can you believe? She's just obviously the best, only the best here. Are we okay?
Yeah, she's on.
All right. Hello? Hey, come on. Amanda, make sure they're not there. Make sure that guy is, tell her to leave. Tell her to go away from that man. All right. Obviously, Bob, a lot of ruckus fans. Raucous, what is the word I'm looking for? Drunk fans.
Drunken morons.
A lot of drunken morons in Mankato, Minnesota. I know I lived there for 4 months of my life, Bob, as you know.
And this is the fourth time we'll be trying to go back, right?
Yeah, this will be it. I promise you, Kidman, if you have tolerance for one more time.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that again.
All right. Amanda, what is the status on our caller? Where are we at now?
Yeah, that is better. She's moving away from the crowd.
Okay.
All right. Amanda Hugginkiss doing a fine job tonight, by the way.
Interview that guy.
Incredible job.
All right, here we go. Hello, are you there?
Hi, Jerry. Sorry.
Yeah, what was with that person? Who was that?
What?
Was that your husband, or who was that?
Referees in the ring.
Who's refereeing? Chuck Palumbo. It's Ray and Hoovy versus Jindrak and O'Hare versus Crowdick. Three-way dance.
And Chuck Palumbo's the referee.
Chuck Palumbo's the ref.
Well, there's something different.
Oh. What is your name?
Ton.
Ton.
Ton from the chat room.
Ton from the
Ton
chat
from the chat room.
Ton, how are things going so far?
It's sweet. We just got done with the 15-minute intermission, and this is the first match back.
And how has the show been so far?
It's been a lot of fun. We're getting a lot of great pictures.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What has been the best match so far? I mean, obviously we haven't, we're just at intermission now.
Probably the Vampiro. I'm a big Mark too.
So what was I believe it was Demon in a handicap match against Vampiro and Muda?
Yes, Muda.
Did they kill him?
Did they kill the Demon?
I think they did, yeah. I've been trying to watch it and trying to call through you guys, so...
Does she know Billy's on?
Do you know that Billy Kidman's here with us?
Are you still there, really? That's cool.
I'm still here.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something, because I know a surprise is going to be coming out a little later, okay?
Oh, sweet.
Has there been any big surprises yet? A name you have not seen in some time?
Luger.
Oh, well, there you go.
You guys told me yesterday. Sorry about that, Bob.
Oh, that was quite a surprise, I guess.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. And what did the total package do?
He hasn't been out yet.
He's wrestling Shane Douglas.
He's wrestling Shane Douglas tonight?
Yep.
Sweet. The figure awesome match. Sweet.
Obviously, the beer vendor's been around a few times. Okay, anything else you can report to us?
The last match, I guess, is supposed to be...
a lumberjack match?
Yep, that'll be cool.
All right. Well, very good. Have fun, and let us... well, we're almost out of time, unfortunately.
Well, how about if I try and call you on Monday?
Please do.
Or on Tuesday?
Please do.
Okay, I'll try and get you then.
All right, thank you.
Yep, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Is Luger working with Douglas at all the house shows this weekend?
Yeah. No, Shane's only doing this one tonight, and then I think he goes on vacation or something tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he is wrestling the... I want to say the Demon.
Who?
Maybe. Luger.
He's been in a little bit of a slump lately.
Yeah, I don't know why. He's hasn't been... Win-loss record hasn't been real good.
Mm-hmm.
Matches aren't either. What the...
All right. Let's go to one more call here. We already talked to him. We already talked to that person. Do we want to talk to Minnie Russo again?
No.
Sorry, we don't want to talk to Minnie Russo anymore.
Oh, all right.
I hung up on him, Bob. You just said you didn't want to talk to him. Bill Banks?
Since when did I have this much pull on this?
Apparently, I don't know.
You totally didn't know I was here for 30 minutes.
I did know you were. We were trying to figure out where you were. We thought something
rumors of heart attacks in the chat room.
We thought something had happened. There was a bit of urgency. Billy Kidman?
Yes.
So we're looking at a month?
Says the doctor. I go back in a week to get an update.
All right. And now, are you going to be... Now, some people, when something strange like this happens, are affected, and they're much more cautious about what they do in the ring. Do you think this will affect you long-term mentally and how you approach the matches?
No, I don't think so, because it wasn't something that was an everyday thing that happened. It was, in a gimmick match.
Right.
So needless to say, I won't be getting hung by any more straps. I'll be a little apprehensive to do that. But as far as anything else goes, it'll just be business as usual once I heal.
At least it wasn't an injury like Johnny the Bull had.
Right, that's true.
Which we all know is... I can't even imagine how painful that would be. Jacob in South Carolina.
Hey, do you think that Goldberg and Steiner are going to wrestle at Fall Brawl?
That would probably be a match you're going to see.
Probably. And another question: How the hell do you get into this business? I mean, like on the road crew or something like that.
You want to be in wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, not as a wrestler, just on the outside, because I've been watching wrestling my whole life.
Right. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, I love wrestling, period. I just want to know, how the hell do you get into this?
We get this call every once in a while, and the road crew thing, you'd have fun with it for about a month.
Yeah.
I'd guess. Bob, what do you think?
At least.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're doing, obviously. If you love what you're doing, it's a lot of fun.
About 2 hours of sleep a night.
And you get about 2 it's a lot of hard work.
That's just fine. I wouldn't care at all.
Oh, what'd you say, Bob?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, Kidman?
I said the road crew definitely puts some time in.
Yeah, a lot of hours.
Yeah.
You know, when we go up the arenas, we're usually there by 11, and we usually leave around midnight. And it makes for a long day.
That's just fine.
I would, I don't know, it depends what you want to do.
I mean, setting up the ring, I don't care. Picking my nose around the ring, I don't care.
But we do pay people to pick their nose.
You know, they have
Doug Dillinger does that, in fact, a lot. What'd you say, Bob?
That was a guy's gimmick up in the Northeast for a while. Was lupus?
Oh, yes, it was.
Lupus?
Yeah.
He had lupus.
No.
Ashton Booger.
Oh, yeah, Ashton Booger. Yeah, very good. Boy, I don't know. It's probably the toughest business in the world to break into. It's probably easier to get into the NBA or the NFL.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just
how tall are you?
20.
How tall are you? 20. Sounds like you'll be great for ring crew. All right. Well, good luck. I would suggest maybe go help out at some indie shows and get some connections that way.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
All right, later.
And when you tell people how tall you are, make sure you tell them 20, because that'll get you right in.
He passed the IQ test.
Yeah, indeed he did. Kidman, thank you so much. I hope you've had a good time tonight with us.
I definitely had a good time, and if I am home for a month, I will be calling into the show every time it's on.
We would love to have you. You're always a fantastic guest.
I would like to also be invited for the next song thing you have from the studio.
Really? Did you hear about that?
Yes, I heard about it.
What about it, Bill Banks? Is that on the axe?
No, he's not allowed.
Why not?
What?
Wait a minute. What if he brings Tori?
Killing my chances.
Yeah, I'll bring Tori.
What if he brings Tori?
Okay.
All right, if you bring Tori, you're allowed. But otherwise, it's a very select few that get to do. Obviously, it's a radio production, and we're trying to produce a radio show. We don't have room for a lot of people there, and obviously it's a closed set.
Okay, so I'll just tell Tori that you didn't want her then.
No. Tell Tori to tell you we didn't want you.
Oh, okay. I'll tell her.
Okay. Wait. All right. Kevin, good luck with the. Keep us posted on how the recovery's doing, and we wish you the best.
I will do it. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.
See ya.
Billy Kidman tonight here on WCW Live. Bill Banks, of course, Monday we know a couple of things that are going on. We know that the release will be offered at the very beginning of the program from Vince Russo. We know Goldberg's going to be there. We know Scott Steiner's going to be there. That alone is going to make it for an interesting evening. A couple other things to mention, a couple other matches you're going to be seeing leading into Fall Brawl throughout the course of the evening. It's going to be a big program this Monday on WCW Monday Nitro. For Bob Ryder, I'm Jeremy Borash. Bob, you have a great weekend.
You too.
We'll see you Monday. Wichita, Kansas is the location for another edition of Reload. We come to you 1 hour prior to Nitro. It's the video show that comes to you every Monday from the arenas. That is WCW Reload. For Bill Banks, Bob Ryder, and the lovely Amanda Hugginkiss. Amanda, thank you so much for your hard work.
Thank you very much for having me.
We'll talk to you again Monday. Reload 1 hour prior to Nitro on WCW.com.